Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Funny MMA. I don't know why my screen is so fucking yellow. Something's wrong with my camera, so just ignore that. Today I'm going to be giving you my predictions on UFC Fight Night. Man, there's been a lot of fight nights. UFC Fight Night Cowboy versus Edwards. It's a free one, so it's not that stacked. I'm just going to do the main card. Also, thanks for watching the videos, guys. I'm going to be uploading a lot of funny MMA videos in the coming weeks. Like I said, I've just been waiting for a couple things to finalize, and then I'm going to be consistently uploading 3 to 4 per week. Anyways, on to the fights. We'll start off with Jingliang versus Daishi Abi. Now, Jingliang, I've actually seen him fight a couple times. He's one of the more prominent Asian fighters, so every time there's a card in, for example, Philippines or Singapore or China, they throw him on there because he's Asian. He's a really exciting fighter. He manages to perform really well against top 15 to top 20 guys, but every time he faces a borderline top 10, he loses. His last fight he lost to Jake Matthews by decision, but it was a really sick fight. Daichi Abe is a prospect. He has one good win over Hyun Limu. I might have fucked up the way I pronounced that, but besides that, he's not as proven in the UFC or in MMA in general as Jingliang, so I'm going to predict a 3-round decision for Jingliang. Stylistically, they're both pretty similar, but Jingliang is going to pull this off. He's just a little bit more well-rounded and more experienced. Jessica Rose Clark versus Jessica Eye. This is a good fight for women's MMA. Jessica Eye is tough, but she's lost, I think, 3 of her last 4. Jessica Rose Clark is one of those fighters that's not the most exciting, so she flies under the radar a bit, but she's on a 3-fight win streak right now. She beat Paige Van Zandt, Beck Rawlings. She's a point fighter. She's got really good distance, kicks, punches, and Jessica Eye is tough, but she's more of a brawler, and I just see Jessica Rose Clark outworking her, outstriking her, and it's going to be a point fighting fight. It's going to be a 3-round decision for her. Okay, now on to the 2 bangers. Ovince Preux versus Tyson Pedro, and Donald Cerrone versus Leon Edwards. So Ovince Preux is a really good fighter. He's very well-rounded. He has good striking, good wrestling, good cardio. Submission game is actually very good considering his minimal background in jiu-jitsu. He's also gotten multiple Von Flue chokes in the UFC, which is really rare, so he's really nasty on the ground. Like I said, he's really well-rounded. I mean, he went 5 rounds with John Jones. He went 3 rounds with Volkan Ozdemir. He also went 3 rounds with Ilir Latifi, and those fights are pretty close. He just got worked. A lot of it was grappling that beat him in the Latifi fight. He is prone to getting knocked out. He has been caught against the cage in particular when opponents will close the distance on him with his back to the cage. That's how he lost against Jimmy Manuwa. But besides that, he's a really good striker, and he has way more tools to win this fight against Tyson Pedro. Tyson Pedro is also a very good fighter. He's well-rounded. He's a heavy hitter, so there is a small chance that he manages to catch Ovince Preux and knock him out. But realistically, he has not beat anybody of note in the top 15 of the top 15 in the UFC. Ovince Preux has fought way better opponents, and he's managed to perform at a much higher level of consistency. The one thing these guys both have in common is that they both fought Ilir Latifi. Ovince Preux, ironically, was submitted by a guillotine, and Tyson Pedro actually managed to survive the distance. So styles make fights, but OSP just has so many more ways to win this fight. I believe he's going to win this one by a 3-round decision. Cowboy Cerrone versus Leon Edwards. Now, this is a really fun fight. Going to be very exciting, obviously, because Donald Cerrone's awesome. Donald Cerrone's one of those very interesting fighters. He's very on or off. He's a great striker, has some crazy finishes, great leg kicks. His boxing's good, his combinations are good, and his submission game's nasty. He also has really good takedown defense and cardio. The thing is, though, when fighters really put pressure on him and walk him down and basically are able to aggressively exchange with him, particularly boxing exchanges, he wilters a little bit. I wouldn't say his boxing is a weakness, but that is one of the things that opponents that have decisively beat and finished him have had. Superior boxing. I wouldn't say Leon Edwards has superior boxing to him. I'd say it's actually pretty even. Edwards is a striker too. He's very technical, doesn't get as many finishes as Donald Cerrone, but he's a very smart fighter. I actually see this fight being a lot more technically fought than both of their prior fights. Obviously, both of them can finish at any time, but I think this is going to be more of a chess match. Both of them are going to cancel each other out on the feet. Cerrone has better kicks. Edwards probably has slightly better boxing. Cerrone definitely has better submissions, but this fight's going to stay on the feet for sure. Cerrone has beaten better opponents, but stylistically, this is one of those fights where they both have relatively equal experience, equal power. Their striking is very, very close, and they're both very hard to finish. So I see this being a split decision for Donald Cerrone, 5 rounds. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to comment below your predictions. Let me know what you think.